Hey y'all, I'm Tandy of the Lost Boys, and I got my hand on some first chapter of Disney's Lorcana, and today we're going to be doing my very first box break. Now, join me as I open up a bunch of booster packs and we see what we can pull from my very first box of Lorcana. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to start the first chapter. Here's the outside of the box, 12 cards per pack. Now, to open it, we got this little thing here that we pull off. Feels so satisfying to rip this thing off. All right, get into the packs themselves. So first, let's go ahead and remove the packs from the box. We have these packs here, and we're going to just do one at a time. All right, very first pack of the box. Pongo, hee. Is it hi or hee? I don't know. Stolen Scimitar, Develop Your Brain. Rapunzel, she's letting her hair down. Rafiki, Dr. Facilier's cards. This is the first time I've seen this card. Musketeer Tabard, All for One and One for All. Ooh, Aladdin Heroic Outlaw. This is a nice rare for Ruby. And then our foil is Break, Banish an Item. Nice. Really good first pack. Aladdin Heroic Outlaw is, I believe, in the starter deck for Ruby and Emerald. So getting an extra one of those means that we can juice our Ruby Emerald deck quite a bit. Next pack. Maleficent. Love Maleficent. Peter Pan. Captain Hook 1-drop, the Challenger. Strong. Triton, the Sea King. Leela, Galactic Hero. Nice. And Hades, King of Olympus. Check out that hair, dude. Ooh, Cusco. No touchy. And a ball, Cusco. Let's go. All right, pack number 3. All right, Tinkerbell, Merlin, Self-Appointed Mentor, Aladdin, Moana, Chosen by the Ocean, Reflection, Tamatoa. Ooh, Mickey Mouse, Wayward Sorcerer. Check this one out. This one lets you play a broom deck because all your brooms get to come back to your hand when they're banished in a challenge. I love this Mickey. Oh, then we got a Tinkerbell! Dude, this Tinkerbell Giant Fairy card is so awesome. I love the shift mechanic. It lets you play your character for much less ink. And then the ability to deal 1 to all your opponent's creatures. And then whenever it attacks, lets you squish another character and deal 2. Very, very great card. Maybe my favorite. And then a foil Phil, Trainer of Heroes. I don't know how to say that. Phil Cites or whatever. All right, pack number 4. Got some good pulls so far. Let's see what we can open up here. Looking for my first Enchanted. Okay. Little Donald Duck, no pants action. You know, I saw a Tigger card for the first time the other day. I thought that was super cool. We got Zeus. This one has Rush and Challenger. Zeus is pretty powerful. We got Be Prepared. This is the Banish All Characters. This is the Wrath of God equivalent in Magic. This one is a song as well, so you can use your Hades 7-drop to cast it for free. Great card. And then a foil Kronk. The voice actor for Kronk is actually one of my favorites. All right, next up. All right. See what we got here. Hakuna Matata. Magic Broom. That'll go well in my Mickey deck. Stampede. I actually really dislike Stampede. There's a couple in the starter deck. Card's so bad. Flounder. I know there's some Flounder stands in the chat. Cerberus, 3-headed dog. Bell, Inventive Engineer. You have forgotten me. Oh, Beast, hard-headed. This is the one that lets you banish items. This card's great. Not a whole lot of ways to banish items. We got the Ursula! Ursula Power Hungry. It's too easy. And Maleficent! We got a Maleficent Dragon! Holy moly! The Maleficent Dragon is so cool. When it enters play, you get to banish an opposing character. It costs 9 though. It's pretty hefty. And then a foil, control your temper. Nice.
Is that Stampede hate? Just the competitive player coming out of yourself?
Oh yeah, Stampede, get it out of here. It's like worse than Healing Salve or whatever. It's just so bad. All right. We got some really great pulls so far. The Tinkerbell, the Maleficent. And now, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Gaston. Mr. Smee. What about Smee? Elsa, Queen Regent. Genie, the ever impressive. Sergeant Tibbs. The old 1-mana Inkable. Break. Grandma Talo. We need some of these for our Sapphire Ramp deck. Mickey Mouse, True Friend. We need a Mickey Mouse Detective. Starkey, Hook's Henchman. Nice. Let it go. Let it go. Maximus. And a foil. He's got a sword. A boot. No. All right, next pack. Looking for a foil rare. Looking for Enchanted. We got Tangle. Sebastian, Court Composer. Ooh, sings for 4. I haven't seen him before. 5-mana Tinkerbell. Peter Pan's ally. Has Evasive. Haven't seen this one before either. Nice. Vicious Betrayal. This one's in the starter deck. It's pretty good. Mufasa, King of the Pride Lands. 3. 3 lore is a big deal in this game, I think. Prince Eric. Another Moana. And Olaf, he's just a little guy. Jumbo Jukiba, Renegade Scientist. Simba, the Returned King. This is going to help us juice our Steel starter deck. A Marshmallow, he keeps coming back forever. He's got Durable. And a foil Marshmallow in the same pack. Nice, let's go. Whenever you get a regular rare and a foil rare in the same pack, it's always a good day. All right. This will be 1/3 of the box. This is pack number 8. Still looking for our first Enchanted. We got a Naboo. We got a Timon. We got plenty of Pumbas, and now we got our first Timon. Same Tinkerbell. Ooh, Mickey Mouse Detective. I thought this was a rare, but this one's just a common, I believe. Beast Mirror. Some card draw for Steel. 1 jump ahead. Now, Mickey Mouse Detective, 1 jump ahead in the same booster pack. It's got to be a sign. We got to get to work on our Sapphire deck, I guess. Be our guest. Frying Pan. Now, who's hitting people with a frying pan? Moana. Now, this is a great card. This one actually comes in the starter deck as well, so we'll get to have an extra copy of Moana. A Cruella de Vil. This is You'll Be Sorry. When this character is challenged and banished, you may return chosen character to the player's hand. A nice one. And then a foil Captain, Colonel's Lieutenant. All right. Number 9. All right, we got Sergeant Tibbs. Dinglehopper. Is that what they call forks in Beauty and the Beast? Because they don't know the name, right? Stolen Scimitar. Aurora Briar Rose. All the Auroras are pretty strong. Shrinking your opponent's strength. Very good in combat. Hercules Hero. Nice little bodyguard. Dragonfire. We got a foil one of those in our booster packs the other day. We got a Sven. Official Ice Deliverer. Mother Knows Best. A song where we can bounce our opponent's characters. Part of your world. Alright, so this is return a character card from your discard to your hand. And it's a song. Pretty cool. And then do it again. Return an action card from your discard to your hand. Nice. We can do that with grab your sword and just keep hitting our opponent's characters for 2 damage every turn. And then we got Dr. Facilier's cards. It's weird. It's like we're in a loop, right? Because I'm playing with Dr. Facilier's cards, and then he's playing cards, and then I'm playing with his cards again. All right. Booster number 10.
This is going to be the Enchanted Bell.
Enchanted Bell, here we come. Tangle, Stitch, Archimedes, Stampede, Boo, Stampede, work together. Another Aladdin Cornered Swordsman, Coconut Baskets. Ariel on human legs, can't sing, right? Very flavorful. And her other version can sing very well. Imagine that. Kronk. Ooh, we got a Scar Mastermind as our rare. Insidious Plot. When you play this character, a chosen opposing character gets -5 strength until the end of turn. Wow, very cool. And then the Queen, Wicked and Vain, taps to draw a card. Very large, very strong. And a foil Gantu, Galactic Federation. This is so great. So this makes all your opponent's small characters not be able to do anything. That's awesome. And it's a foil. Check them out.
Damn, I didn't call the bell.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Number 11. I'm sure I'm going to mess up the count on these eventually. Like, which one was I doing last? I don't know. No one fights like Gaston, eats fried rice like Gaston. Hakuna Matata. Another magic broom. That's 2 magic brooms for our Mickey deck. Sudden Chill. Another fill. Fire the Cannons. I want to get a bunch of these so I can play them with the 4-cost Captain Hook because he returns them from your graveyard to your hand. Cut to the Chase. Give something Rush. That's neat. And Olaf. The Beast is Mine! An action. Gaston. Chosen character gains a Reckless during their next turn. I haven't seen that card before. Very cool. Woo! A whole new world. This is a great one. This one is not only iconic in the Aladdin story, but it's also going to be one of the most powerful cards in Lorcana. Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. People are already using this with a bunch of singers as well as things that let you play extra resources into your inkwell. So a very powerful card is a whole new world. I expect this one to be iconic long-term in the game. And we got a Stitch, a Carefree Surfer. Stitch Carefree Surfer. We actually pulled a foil one of these yesterday, so now I have 2 for my Ember deck. And we got a foil Hakuna Matata. Nice. Remove up to 3 damage from each of your characters. So this is a nice way to refresh your characters after combat. That seems to be a very common theme in Ember, is refreshing your characters. So I'm excited to see how we can combine, boosting the character's strength and then refreshing their willpower with various effects like the Hakuna Matata. As well as Rapunzel. Rapunzel's really strong too. Alright. He's got a sword! Control your temper. Friends on the Other Side. This is maybe the best draw spell in the game. Maybe one of the best commons. A song that you can play for free. Steamboat Mickey! This actually was the card that, when I saw it for the first time when I was playing starter decks, I think most people are going to have something that hooked them, right? Steamboat Mickey, for me, was something that I saw when I was a kid, where it was the history of animation, and it was the beginning of Disney. And the first time I saw Mickey Mouse Steamboat Pilot, I thought, this game's going to be huge. And really, really happy to see it. Magic Golden Flower. Haven't seen this one before. Banish this item to remove 3 damage from a chosen character. Prince Eric. And Grammatala! We actually need a bunch of Grammatalas for our Sapphire deck. Very excited. Cinderella. Sinks for 5. Taps to remove 3 damage from chosen princess character. So we can build a princess deck with old Cinderella. We got a Ransack. Draw 2, then discard 2. Can also be played as an ink. Dr. Facilier, Agent Provocateur. Shift 5. Into the Shadows. When one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. This card works extremely well with rush characters, and I think will be a big part of Amber's late game stuff. And now, Maui, Hero to All, the big baddie. 5 ink, 6/5, Rush Reckless, gets to work. And then last but not least, the foil. Foil Aurora, Regal Princess. Costs 2 ink and taps for 2 lore. Nice. All right, next up. Got Scar. Timon number 2. A baby Dr. Facilier. This would be good to shift onto. Megara, aka Meg, pulling the strings. Ooh, Mickey Mouse Detective, that's our second. We need those. Tinkerbell, Tiny Tactician, this is actually in steel as well, so this works with the 6 ink Tinkerbell to shift onto. Donald Duck, Boisterous Fowl, ready to fight. Elsa Snow Queen with the ability to exert opposing characters. A rare ability that I think that she might be the only character that can do that right now. Flynn Rider, a Plasma Blaster, says you don't have to say pew pew when you use it, but it doesn't hurt. We got a Lilo Making a Wish, the 1 cost character that lets you exert it for 2 lore. That's pretty powerful on a 1 cost character. And then a foil magic broom. Let's go. That's number 3 for my Mickey deck. Next up. Peter Pan. We got a Simba. Jafar, this is my first Jafar, this Challenger. I do like the Challenger ability. It's very defensive, even though it seems aggressive. Jasmine Disguised. Haven't seen her yet. Simba Future King. Eye of the Fates. I always thought that was one of the coolest parts of Hercules was the Fates, and when they were going to cut his thread, close to the end when he became godlike, and then the scissors got crumpled when they went to cut it. I love that part. The Fates are awesome. Mickey Mouse, True Friend. Now, this has been used on a lot of the branding for Lorcana, this image. And I think it's because Mickey's like in the Coliseum showing you how to use the ink. So Mickey seems to be separate from how the other characters are inked because he's Mickey Mouse.
He's the only one in all 5, right? Or all 6?
Yeah. All right, we got Beast Hard-Headed. This one lets you banish an item. Very, very cool. Iago, Loudmouth Parrot. This is a 3-cost character. 1/4 says tap. Chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn. They can't quest and must challenge if able. And then we got Aurora. This one gives all of your other characters ward, which means your opponent can't banish them, which is awesome. It also has shift, so you can play it on a smaller Aurora. And all the Auroras are playable too, so that's a great card. And then we got a foil Hades, King of Olympus. Check out this hair. Check out his mane, dude. He's got... This is maybe my favorite art in the game, just because it represents the one moment where Hades actually was able to take power, and he only had power for 5 minutes, and then Hercules just beat up all the Titans and stole it back. But I just loved it when his hair went from blue to gold or whatever. It was great. So that's a foil Hades, King of Olympus. Nice. All right, next up, we got Elsa, Healing Glow, the Wardrobe, Duke of Weselton, Maleficent, Sinister Visitor, Beast Mirror, Captain, Befuddle, return a character or item with cost 2 or less to a player's hand. Nice little bounce spell for a little guy. Jasper, Common Crook, and Ariel says, look at this stuff. When you play an item, you may ready this character. You know what you can do with that? You can play a lot of cheap items and use her to gain a bunch of lore. That seems great. You can also use her to sing multiple times too. I think this card is very powerful. It is likely going to be the focal point of any deck revolving around items, especially in Sapphire. We got Teacot, Heartless, 6 ink, Seek the Heart. During your turn, when this character banishes another character in challenge, you gain 2 lore. So it is almost like you get to attack and quest, or you gain lore by questing and attacking. So this is a really cool card. And a foil Sudden Chill. Each opponent chooses and discards a card. Alright, next up. We're getting low. Still looking for the Enchanty. Here we go. Aladdin. Minnie Mouse. Beloved Princess. A Jetsam. We need some Flotsams as well. Horus. No Good Scoundrel. Work Together. Cerberus. Aurora Princess. That one's great. Goofy Musketeer. This one's sweet. This one has Bodyguard. And then it says Antufati. When you play this character, you may remove up to 2 damage from each of your Musketeer characters. One of the Mickey Mice is a musketeer. There's also this Donald Duck musketeer that's right behind him. How about that? This one has bodyguard as well. Says stay alert. During your turn, your musketeer characters gain evasive. Ooh, nice. That means they can challenge other evasive creatures. Hidden Wonders on this Jafar Keeper of Secrets says this character gets +1 strength for each card in your hand. Wow, that's strong. Sword of Truth. Final enchantment. Banish this item. Banish chosen villain character. This is maybe the best sideboard card in the game right now. It's very specific to beating up villains. Really cool for the Sword of Truth. And then a foil, Ariel, Voiceless, on human legs. Nice. All right. Moving on. Open this boosty. Peter Pan. Mr. Smee. What about me? Elsa, Queen Regent. 4 cost 4/4. That's large for the ink. Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Pilot. Mufasa, King of the Pride Lands. Kristoff. A Dragonfire, that's number 3. We're going to need a full playset of that one, probably. The Sven. Jumba Jukiba. Maleficent Uninvited. This one only costs 5 ink, and it exerts for 3 lore. That's a ton. It's got a lot of toughness, too, with 6. And a Magic Mirror. 4 tap to draw a card. What's our foil? A foil Donald Duck. Boisterous Fowl. I love how much energy Donald Duck has at all times. I just try to be like that whenever I'm on camera. It doesn't work out too well most of the time. We got a Pongo. Simba, Protective Cub. Wardrobe. Aladdin. Merlin, Self-Appointed Mentor. That's number 2 on the Merlin. 3rd Beast Mirror. We got 3 jump ahead now. Nice. Need those ramp cards. LeFou, another Frying Pan. I still need to know who's beating up who with it. This is Han's 13th in line. Stage a little accident. Whenever this character quests, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character. Nice. So this one's a little pinging effect. And then we got a Tamatoa. So shiny. This is the big crab from Moana, right? Yeah. Tamatoa is the big crab boss from Moana. This is really, really cool. Says, what have we here? When we play this character, and whenever he quests, you may return an item from your discard to your hand. Ooh, an item strategy. Perhaps works well with the Sapphire Ariel that we picked up earlier. And it says, Glam, this character gets +1 lore for each item you have in play. So if you're playing an item deck, this just exerts for 1 plus the number of items in play. That's really cool. And then last but not least, a foil Archimedes, a highly educated owl. That's from Merlin, right?
It should be.
All right, next up. We got a Minnie Mouse. We got Sebastian. The Jetsam, still looking for Flotsam. I believe Flotsams are rare. Develop Your Brain. Everyone likes this card. Captain Hook. Shield of Virtue. Ursula's Cauldron, which you manipulate the top of your deck. Tamatoa, Drab Little Crab. So baby Tamatoa. LeFou, lets you ready things. 5 Mulan, lead by example. During your turn, when this character banishes another character in a challenge, your other characters get +1 lore this turn. Wow. Stampede Foil, boo. Worst foil.
It's gonna be a whole video. It's just Todd Stampede hate.
Yeah. All right. We only got about 5 packs left. Let's see if we can pull a nice one. I want another Maleficent. I want a Hades 7 from Sapphire. Any Enchanted will do. More Maui would be great as well. Simba Future King. Another nice 1-drop. Be August. Simba Rightful Heir. Another one of those. Captain Hook, Captain of the Jolly Roger. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the whole set because it works so well with Fire the Cannons. You play this Captain Hook after you play to Fire the Cannons, and you get to return one back from your discard pile to your hand. Just in Time. Now, for those of you who played Magic before, this card is very similar to Seething Song. This card lets you play a 5-cost creature for only 3 ink when you play the spell. So it kind of lets you cheat a larger creature into play. And when those characters have, high lore values like Mad Hatter, you get to see like a lot of lore built up very quickly that your opponent might not be able to handle. Then we got a foil Rafiki, Mysterious Sage. A little 3/3 rush that works really well with our Dr. Facilier 7-drop that we have. Next up. Alright, 4 packs. Here we go. That's not a blizzard. Control your temper. Ooh, Maleficent Sorceress. I think that's my 4th now. Very happy about that. Tinkerbell. Fire the Cannons. That's number 2. That's going to go with my hook in my hook deck. Anyone got hooks for trade? Let me know. Pascal. Cheshire Cats. Genie Powers Unleashed. This 8 ink Genie exerts for 3 lore. Ability has evasive and shift 6. Phenomenal cosmic power. Itty bitty leaving space. Whenever this character quests, you may play an action with cost 5 or less for free. Ooh, so it kind of turns everything into a song? That's so cool. And then Ariel Singer, I wanted one of these. So sings for 5 and only costs 3 ink. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a song card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So this one is great for your song deck. This one's awesome. And then a foil Musketeer Tabard. All for one and one for all. All right, getting down to the nitty gritty. 3 left. If we don't get an enchanted, that's okay. But if we get 2 out of the last 3 packs, that's way better. I'm not greedy. I'll take 1 though. Here we go. We got a Goofy. We got a Hey Hey. Frisia. Vicious Betrayal. Donald Duck strutting his stuff. Has Ward. That's a nice ability. Break. Lets you destroy items. A Bell Inventive Engineer. Says when this character quests, you may pay 1 less for the next item you play. Ooh, good in our Ariel item deck. Especially with Tamatoa. Another Maximus. Horse Kick. This one doesn't have Bodyguard. Starkey Fishbone Quill. This one's a nice one. People have been playing this a lot in their Sapphire Ramp deck because it lets you turn anything in your hand into an ink. Even things that aren't normally inkable. And it lets you play more than 1 ink per turn, basically. Then we have a 5-mana Beast. Wolf's Bane. Has Rush and Roar. When you play this character, exert all opposing damaged characters. Now, that's the one downside to this card, is that those characters have to be damaged. But one thing I want to try with it is with Steel, there's a lot of cards that do small pinpoint damage, as well as AoE, as well as damage to all your opponent's creatures, like with the 6-mana Tinkerbell, as well as Grab Your Sword, the 5-cost song. And then a foil Prince Eric. It seems to me that Emerald has a need for the things it interacts with to be damaged already, which limits a lot of the potential for them in gameplay, but likely bounces them out so that they can make the characters larger. Grab Your Sword. Or sorry, he's got a sword, excuse me. Pumbaa. Another Wicked Sorcerer Jafar. Another Duke. Maleficent Sinister Visitor. Kristoff. Fan the Flames. Anna Heir to Arendelle. Mad Hatter. This one's nice. Everyone loves a Mad Hatter. It exerts for 3 lore. And when your opponent challenges it, you get to draw a card. Maleficent, Biding Her Time. This is another 1-cost character that lets you exert for 2 lore. Great in an aggressive deck. Maybe you want to play Amber and Amethyst together and play this as well as Lilo. Poisoned Apple. And then a foil work together. All right.
One shot for the enchanted.
One shot. One last chance, Just put it all on the line. I'm not going to say I'm going to be disappointed if we don't get it, because we've had a great box so far. But please, for the love of all that is holy, give my man an enchanted card. We got Aladdin. We got a Minnie Mouse. Friends on the Other Side. That's number 3. That should fill out our starter deck nicely. Megara. Flounder for all you Flounder heads. Beast Mirror. Chief 2, I haven't seen this before. 7 ink. Has support. When this character quests, you may add their strength to the chosen character's strength this turn. Nice. So taps for 3 lore as well. Prince Philip. This is 4 cost 3/3. Says when this character challenges and is banished, you may banish the challenged character. So essentially has death touch on defense, so you can exert it for lore on your own turn. And if your opponent ever challenges it, their thing's dead. Very cool. Smash, deal 3. Grab your sword! This card wrecked me when we were playing starter decks. I love this card. It's not only does it deal 2 to everything, but damage is permanent. And so you can use it along with challenging, and your smaller creatures and things like Tinkerbell can just chew up all of your opponent's stuff. Very, very cool cards. Grab your sword, especially with the Tinkerbell. We got a genie on the job. 6 cost evasive, says disappear. When you play this character, you may return chosen character to the player's hand. So this card lets you essentially bounce your opponent's characters to their hand, but you can also bounce your own stuff back to your own hand and play them again if they have things that trigger when they come into play. Very cool card. You can also reset damage on your characters as well if they're not quite dead yet. And then a foil Gaston. No, Gaston! All right, so out of the box, we had a lot of really great pulls. I love the Maleficent, but the card that I'm most happy with has to be Hades, King of Olympus. That foil looks so cool with his golden hair, and everyone loves to hate Hades, myself included. So I'm just rooting for his downfall. But this is like when you catch your dog like eating a steak off the counter or whatever, right? He's just got it for like just today. All right, so that is my first box opening with Disney's Lorcana, the first chapter. We got a lot of really awesome cards. We got a bunch of comments for our decks that we need to juice our starter decks. And I just want to say before we go, big shout out to our sponsor, Games and Comics Parodice. That's gcparodice.com. Make sure to check them out. They're in Fairfax, Virginia, and they're a local game store. And they have a website, gcparodice.com, that you can use to find all your Lorcana needs, as well as Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We would really appreciate it. And if you're interested in competitive content, we've been posting articles on our Patreon. You can check it out at patreon.com/LostBoysLOR. The Lost Boys are dedicated to making all forms of content for all those looking to get into Disney's Lorcana. Make sure to also follow us on Twitter at LostBoysLOR. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bangarang.